Alright guys, what's going on? This is Otis here. And today's commentary is just about being like a tryhard like in the games and stuff, because most of the time, especially lately, I just have not been a tryhard. When most of the time when I'm at least in the helicopter, I'm trying hard. Probably about 90% of the time I'm actually trying to kill people legitimately and stuff, but lately I've been trying to get my road kills to set up my my roadkill montage, and I actually end up getting one at the very end of this game on a sniper because the enemy team decided that they were going to land the helicopter in our spawn to try to go the back way through the tunnel to try to plant the points, which was a good idea until I spawned right when he landed the helicopter. So I was pretty lucky towards the end of the game getting that. But I started out on this in the scout helicopter. I just was trying to run people over, and I got smawed like so many times. I've started at 4 and 5 in this game, and after the last time in the helicopter, I ended up dying, and I spawned, and the tank was there, and I jumped in it, and then the guy who was driving it ended up jumping out right here, and that was it. He just wanted to stay out of the tank, so I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna gun in here and actually try hard, because my whole teammates, the game was actually even at this point, and they were actually, I think they were up like 2 or 3 players at this point too, and they just worked our asses. They just demolished us to the point all the way up to here. And then once I got in the tank, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try hard, try to rank up the tank, and I just have some just nice little ownage in the tank. And so, you know, that's just what this is talking about. It's like, you know, you don't have to like be a tryhard or you know, just be a bum, you know, the whole entire time, at least like sniping and stuff. But I mean, the point is just be a team player when you can. Like snipers, if you're gonna snipe, you know, whatever. If you want to sit in the back and get like 1 or 2 kills, you know, the whole entire game, just going for your headshots and stuff, just, you know, at least put a soul flame down somewhere, which is, you know, just nice and helpful for the team. At least it's you know, it's the least you could do if you're gonna snipe and not like play objectives or anything, or just try to counter snipe or whatever. But yeah, that's it for that, my little rant on snipers. I have my rant on snipers every now and then, just because I just get so annoyed with them. But you know, a lot of times too, if they're in their squad, if you yell at them enough, they'll eventually get the soul flame, put it down somewhere. But if you're gonna put a soul flame down being a sniper, don't put it down and snipe right next to it. You're just saying, hey, you know, you're waving your red flags. Hey, come kill me, come kill me. I'm right freaking here. So, you know, at least play smart. You know, play with some common sense. Go, you know, if I put this down right here, is that gonna be a good idea? You know, just things like that too. And you don't have to be on it. You know, you can still snipe, because it automatically will get targets if it's in its whatever range it's pointed at. So if you do put it down, put it like in a good area that you pointed and everything. You don't have to be like a tryhard at least every game, but I mean, depending on, you know, what class you are and what you want to do, at least just try to help the team, you know, as much as you can. But you know, you can do your own thing, of course, too. I mean, and the good examples for that is just like a medic. You know, if you're gonna be a medic, you know, try to run around with the defibrillators. Don't run around with, you know, your not rocket launchers, your grenade launchers. And even, you know, the mask, you know, I could maybe see sometimes, you know, even though it's glitched right now and stuff too, you know, just help your team out with defibrillators. Every time you revive someone, you put a ticket back up on your scoreboard if you're playing Rush or Conquest or Deathmatch, anything you do, so that can help you out tremendously. And if you revive enough people, you know, you could be at the end of the game, you could have put 10, 15 tickets back on your team. But, you know, don't be a revive troll, even though occasionally it is fun to do. I'll admit it. When someone goes down, you go in to revive them, and then, you know, they get killed by the enemy like instantly, and you do that, you know, for 2 or 3 times until they end up finally like killing them like right after 2. It's fun, but don't do it all the time, and don't rush out and get yourself killed trying to revive someone out in the open, because you're not helping your team at all. You're just going to end up costing your team another ticket to respawn, and, you know, it's just no good at all. And then let's talk about the engineer class helping people out. So let's just say you've got, you know, an RPG or whatever, and people are actually using the soul flame or the third seat, and, you know, marking helicopters, airplanes, or even like other vehicles too. If you have the javelin unlocked, switch the javelin, you know, just fire a missile or 2. You'd be surprised on how many kills you can actually start getting now in the recent patch, especially against helicopters. If you start launching them against helicopters and they're laser spotted, you're pretty much going to kill them 9 times out of 10, regardless of what countermeasures they use, just because the game's broken. So it's something that's, you know, that's helpful and nice for sure. You and vice versa too. If you've got a javelin on, you're not really able to lock on the targets, but you're on a close quarters type map like Bazaar or Tehran Highway. Get an RPG out. Switch it up a little bit, help your team out, or even get mines too. A lot of people don't use mines ever since the at the end of that one match where right when you put them down, they were spotted for everyone. Pretty much people stopped using them. And the downside is that for twos, you can't use your torch. But, it kind of helps your team out a little bit more. You can go on certain spots like Caspian Border. If you're the Americans, drive a Jeep all the way up to that Russian start point where that one dirt road comes down. Put mines there. You'll get mine kills all day long. You will piss people off, and it's just hilarious. And that helps your team, too, because if they can't get any tanks out of their spawn, you're going to be able to capture those other points a lot easier. If your team has tanks, even the Jeeps won't be able to get out of their spawn sometimes because the Jeeps won't have thermal. They can't really spot the mines, and so you'll at least get kills with the Jeeps. And a lot of people, too, they're not thinking that mines are right there in front of their base, and so they go and just drive out without even looking, and, you'll get a ton of kills, a lot more than you would expect just doing that. It's kind of cheap tactics, but, hey, you know what? If it helps your team win, then it's fantastic. And now with the ammo people for the, crap, I can't think of their name, the little machine gun guys, whatever they're called, Support. I couldn't think of it, but drop ammo and med kits down, even if you're the medic, or just drop them down anywhere. Even if you see a group of people and you're running by, just drop them. They're unlimited. You don't have to worry about running out of them or anything like that. And it helps the team too. And if you drop down like an ammo or a medic kit, and then you jump in a vehicle and you start getting those resupply points, those are gonna get counted to your vehicle. So that's a really good way too to actually rank up. Vehicles like in a way too. That's very quick, because if you put an ammo crate down and you got a guy who's using another machine gun who's just shooting, reloading, you're gonna get a lot of points until that thing runs out. And if you're in a plane where it's hard sometimes to get points, you're gonna get a decent amount of points. Or if you're in a tank and you just are horrible at a tank, like I was horrible at it with the tank until I ended up actually starting to get in it and starting to do my try hard, which was pretty nice, pretty good. This was a good gameplay. I mean, I was luckily too that I actually started like trying towards the end. I actually got my ass out of the helicopter, because if we hadn't, they just would have kept walking through us. And even towards the end, they actually started leaving towards the end of the game, just because I was just wrecking them in the tank until they ended up finally killing me in the tank, and then I got the freaking gift helicopter again, just like the previous gameplay. It seems like people on Xbox, they just like fly around with the helicopters, and they're just gift wrapping them for me, which is nice. You can't complain on it. But hopefully you guys end up liking this commentary, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right.